The Iron Sheik. Rip, you told me a lot of stories, some that can be repeated, some that cannot. Give us your give us some minutes on the Sheik, man. Where you met him, if you can remember, where you were with him, coming to Seymour, anything you got. Clean. I mean, not clean, but
Okay.
not the one story that you can't really tell, but
Okay.
anything else on the Sheik, man. Take it away.
Well, I guess I can tell one story on the Sheik, if not, because most
Just
of the
where you like
most of the stuff with the Sheik, it ends up, hey, Bubba, you want me to who ha what you ha? You know,
You can say that.
with my I bend you over and give you my 10. See, I'm not supposed to say that and act like the Sheik, right?
It's all right.
But the Sheiky baby, the Sheiky baby, we had the big wrestling show in Seymour, Indiana.
I was there.
Vaughn Liles was there as a little kid. His dad helped run the town, the King. And Ronnie Garvin was flying in, and Iron Sheik was flying in. So I went to Indianapolis to pick him up. So Sheiky baby lands. Drip baby. He goes, where's my hotel? He said, and Mr. Electricity, Steve Regal, showed up. He was going to take the Sheik to the town, which was Seymour, my hometown. And so Sheik was going to ride with him. He says, oh, I need an hotel. I get back on plane. I say, no, fuck you, Sheik. I'll just work twice. Go fuck yourself, and nobody will give a shit about your old ass. He goes, drip, baby. You know I was dribbing. That was the Iron Sheik as he's posing in the outside the airport with Lats Out, baby. Former WWF champion.
But really, it was WWF, wasn't it?
No, it was WWF champion.
When Hogan first won from the Sheik, it was.
Now, was he WWF champion or was it WWF?
I think it was WWF.
Hell, I can't remember.
Yeah, it might have been WWF when he won it. I don't know. Where's Greg Smith when we need him?
Yeah.
But I think that,
Buckshot Kid can look. He'll know. Buckshot will.
I'm sure when Hogan beat him, it was WWF.
Huh.
I would think. I mean, I don't know. I think so.
It was a WWF because he beat Bob Backlund. He beat Bob Backlund where Arnold Skolin threw the towel in. Sheiky baby had the camel clutch on him. Bob Backlund.
But did they change it while he was the champion? It had to have changed at some point in time. Who was the champion when they changed it?
I don't know.
Man, we still know a lot of wrestling on this show, on this wrestling show.
Well, I guess like everybody else, you just Google it or look it up.
Or make it up.
Or, yeah.
You should just make it up.
Well, I heard.
That's what everybody else does.
I heard.
They always just make it up. Just like somebody said.
I heard.
Somebody put, but somebody posted the other day on one of our YouTube things. Oh, I posted that old thing of you and Cornette talking, and you said that Savage sucker punched Dundee and broke his jaw.
Yeah, I did.
Well, somebody came on and said he didn't break his jaw. He punched him in the eye, I think. I was like, wait a second.
No, I broke his jaw.
I was like, number one, what do you mean? You can't say this and then say, I think, because that's not very convincing.
Oh, excuse me.
And I said, were you there? Rip was there.
I was there.
Were you actually there? Because Rip was there. So
I was there.
How are you correcting somebody that was actually there?
Well, I think.
I
heard.
I just love that shit, man.
I heard.
People come on here and correct you when you were there. I know.
I heard.
I think it's worse when they correct you when you were there and they had just read it on some other website.
Excuse me. I was there. Was you? Oh, well, I heard this story. Well, he wasn't there, motherfucker. That's from telephone, telegraph, goddamn wrestle. You tell 10 of them. All of a sudden, the story's completely different. The people were there. None of them were there all of a sudden. If it took 3 hours, all of a sudden, it was done in 8 seconds. Imagine that. What's happening?
Opinion Havers is helping us out here. He said WWF since 79.
No, that ain't fucking right. God damn. Don't fucking don't rib me.
I bet it's right. I'm with him on this one. I bet it is, man. It was not WWF when Hogan, like when I was a kid in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's right.
And I know in 77, when I first went there, it was WWF.
Okay, well, that's 77, not 87.
Vince started buying up everything and got on the cable TV, because I remember about 1980 or 81, Southwest was on USA Network.
Okay.
Yeah. WWE, they wasn't on there, and it wasn't WWE yet.
WWF, we're saying, not WWE. You're saying 3 W's. We're saying 2 W's.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
I'm going to get my phone out and look it up right now.
Do it. But that, I appreciate you guys so much. I plugged this show at each end of every one of my
Let me
shows.
see.
Concrete. Hey, we should be plugging yours too, man. Sorry, Vet. When is your show? Yours like crack of dawn on Monday, though, isn't it? Or something? Or Thursday, Wednesday? Vet, put in the chat when your show is, man. I'll start plugging you and
When did
Ben Hameen show. I'm
WWF
bad at that, dude. My fault. Ben Hameen, tell me when his is if you can too.
WWE. Now I'm gonna push go.
So I
on
can
this.
plug you guys. To be fair, though, we don't plug our own shit as much as we should. So, but we'll get you in there, man.
Okay, it was 1982. It was 1982.
Okay.
The whole Capital Wrestling Corporation Limited, which was Vince Sr.
Well, who was the champ?
at that time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm looking at. Wait a minute.
Did the Iron Sheik win it?
May 6, 2002, they changed it. Okay.
That's WWE. You're boring these people on this show with your slow Google shit. All right, what else we got?
Slow Google shit. I used to have to go to the library and spend 3 hours trying to look something up when I was a fat little kid driving or riding my bike 10 miles in 3 hours of snow to get something at the Seymour Public Library. And here you are getting on me about something being too slow because we Googled something.
Hey, where did you meet the Iron Sheik? You really got off topic there. Do you remember where you met him?
The first time?
Yeah. Well, yeah, met. Yeah. When did you meet? Like,
I
yeah.
can't remember. I know it might have been WCW in the late 80s when he was back. He would be back there, and he would say, "Sheiky, you're working," because Sheik got paid for years there at WCW, which was a hell of a rib. He was under contract, and they'd always forget to, and they wouldn't even use him hardly. So they'd forget to, if they forgot about it, they would, your contract would roll over. So he was making six figures, doing nothing basically.
But that wasn't the late 80s. That was after WW. After he left WWF, right?
Yeah, when did he
Would
leave
that be late?
WWF?
Would that be late? Well, maybe it was late 80s. I don't know. I was thinking, did he not have another run? I say run. Did he get re-signed when all those guys, or was he too old then? Like when Savage and Hogan, when they were signing everybody?
No, Sheiky wasn't there.
He didn't get signed again?
No, if I was the boss, I would have signed him just to have him for nostalgia and come on out in a wheelchair or the walker and come out and pose and do the Indian club. He used to do the Indian clubs gimmick. Do you ever see him do that?
Spinning those
yeah,
things?
He would do those. Oh,
he did that in Memphis.
Oh, it's something you grow up with and you start because it's not natural. And you start doing that shit, and the strongest guys in the world can't hardly do that thing. It's just it's something you grow up with. And then the Sheiky baby was the king of that.
So were you in any territories with him?
Just in WCW, and then I'd see him every once in a while. And then that's when he'd say, "Rip baby, should I wear the singlet to show the big leg, or should I wear the long tights and then accentuate upper body, like upper body strength, because I'm Sheik, former WWF champion, former rescue guard for whatever political thing that was." And as a matter of fact, the Iron Sheik, he was an assistant coach for United States Olympic.
Yeah, for the United
States Olympic team. Yeah. Sheik was one bad dude.
Yeah.
And he was acting like he was intellectually inferior, but it was all the rib. It was all Sheiky baby.
I met him at the Seymour show. So I was at the Seymour show. Do you know what year that was? 86?
No, 87. Probably 8 or 89. 88.
I met him. I remember all my uncles were security guards. They had like red t-shirts that said like in white letters like security on the back. I think my Aunt Joyce made them. She sold t-shirts. Remember, it was Mike Thompson, Brian Brock, Mark Haskett. All the top stars were there being security guards.
Was Carol Haskett there?
I don't think Brian let her, since she was your ex-girlfriend.
Oh man,
I don't think Brian let her go to those shows. But all the top security guards were there. I just remember in the locker room.
You think she's still thinking about me, that I was just so hot? Then she dumped me because I was a simp.
Did you? What's that mean, a simp?
A simp, I was 2 nights a guy.
Did she really dump you?
Oh well, she just didn't. She didn't want me.
Wow, that was my aunt. My aunt dumped him.
Yeah,
you could have been my uncle for real.
Yeah,
Johnny Jeter thinks you're my uncle.
She ran faster than me. She had a great arm in left field. She could throw better. She could play. She did everything. She did all the guy stuff better than me.
Man, no wonder she dumped you.
Yeah. I'd
So,
have dumped me too.
so in the locker room after the show, and the Sheik, you think he did cocaine in Seymour?
If he could get it, yeah.
I think he might have. I just remember he asked my uncle. He was like, "Well, first he asked what town what city am I in, or what state am I in?"
They call
or
him
something.
Bubba.
I don't remember that.
Hey, Bubba.
He said, "Can you take me to the nearest liquor store?" He just wanted to get to the nearest liquor store. He wanted to know what city and state he was in, and if somebody could take him to the nearest liquor store. It was the Iron Sheik.
Well, I guess he got some liquor.
It's something. Carl Brown in the house said, "Hi, guys."
Well, Mitch Johnson just called me or whatever. What did he say?
Who?
If you're,
I don't know who
I
that
used to
is.
teach him at OVW.
Okay. BSK 1979.
I got to tell him I'm doing a podcast right now. So
Oh, you
he
do a
just-
lot of personal business during these shows, Rip.
Well,
Yeah.
if not, I'll forget about it.
I ref Sheik in CWF, and he left and went to WWF. Sam Diamond said.
Oh, okay. This is when Jack was moved to Florida. Okay. Sam Diamond, baby. Don't get any better than that.
Here's what we need to write down. I told Vet. He said he plugs our show all the time. Impact. You guys do Impact? All right. 9:30 Eastern PM. Well, that's late, man. You're probably in bed getting your beauty rest by then, aren't you, Rip?
When? What day?
9:30 at night.
On what night?
I don't know. Every Monday it says.
Oh, I'll be working.
Oh.
I'll be laboring.
NXT level, which I've been on every Wednesday at 11.
What's that? NXT
These
level.
are the vet shows on the I think Ben Hameen Network, right? Channel, whatever. We got to plug that.
Is it Hameen Media?
HMG, baby. I'll mess this up, but we'll try to get it out there.
He's got. Is he still doing the $5 face slaps, or did he raise them to the $10?
I think they're back to $5. I saw him face slapping girls.
I know
face slapping girls.
Well,
last
shoot,
weekend.
they'll sue him or whatever. I was triggered. I just
$5 face
You're
slapping
supposed to
girls.
spank him
man.
in the butt.
And then he what else did he do? Oh, he's in a rap video. He's trying to be like Von Lilas. Did you see that? Ben Hameen was in a some sort of rap
Well, you
video.
were in a video.
That's what I said. He's trying to be like me.
Dylan Vostick was in a video.
Yeah, I'm a
video.
trendsetter. Now
You are
now
trendsetter.
everybody else is trying to be in rap videos since I came out with them Starcade boys. Everybody else is following me. What a bunch of shit.
I think it was that Ricky Morton mullet was what it was.
Hey, he tweeted about it. Did you see that?
Who did?
He said hell yeah or something.
He did?
Yeah, once you finally tweeted that tweet of mine about 3 months later, Ricky Morton commented on it. Your tweet. It just happened like 2 days ago. You didn't see it?
Did I owe him any money or what? You know?
Big Al Robinson in the house, Rip. Right
All
on
right.
time.
Big Al, baby.
Jeff's in the
Gentlemen.
house.
All right.
Hey, Jeff's in green too. That's cool. You need a chat bot so plugs can automatically be in the chat with all the links. I'll tell you what, Buckshot Kid, he's got all the answers. Have you ever noticed that?
But
He's always got all the answers.
Yeah. Well, hell, he's smarter than us as far as technological resources.
Chat
or whatever.
bot plugs automatically in the chat. All right. Well,
we ought to
tell
make
us.
him director of
chat bots.
director of
Comments.
director of comments or
Director of technology.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Tell us how to do it.
Yeah.
When did she come to WCW, and wasn't there a story with Watts about his money? Was Rip there then? I think, is that what you were just talking about?
I don't know any story about with Watts and his money.
No. You just know he got paid to do nothing?
Well, he had signed, you would sign a contract.
Yeah.
And it was somebody's job to like, hey, Von Lilas's contract is going to be up here. So we either need to give him his notice, we're getting rid of him, or re-sign him. So, and then whoever's that job was didn't do it. So he just kept getting re-signed and didn't have to do nothing.
Did he show up though, at least? Or
No, he didn't have to do anything. He wasn't booked.
how do you know he was getting paid? Did he tell you?
Oh, Bubba, Sheiky baby, no be there. No money, no Sheik. You know that, jabroni.
So he was there. That's what I'm asking.
No, what I'm saying is he would get booked for like WCW TV.
Right.
And then in the next year, he wouldn't have any more bookings. And if he didn't have any more bookings, and if you didn't give your say, hey, next month your contract.
Yeah, I got all that.
Okay. we're not going to renew it. Oh, okay. And then whoever's job that was to
got
make
all that.
sure that they did.
I was just asking how you knew that he wasn't, or that he was still getting paid. Did he tell you that, or how did he?
Oh, Sheik would brag about it. Are you
Okay,
ribbon?
that's-
Oh, I'm over so much.
That's all I ask. And then you got to tell me the whole story again, like step
I
for
know.
step. I just asked.
Well,
how you
they
knew.
might want to know something.
But you just told them.
Okay,
too, like with me.
so I just say, okay, no. What was it? No.
No, I just said, how did you?
Yes.
I said, how did you?
No.
know? I said, how did you know?
Yes.
The whole story you just told me is like, how did you know? And then you told me the whole story.
So I
again.
told the whole story. So now they know.
But they just heard it too. Never mind. All right, here we go. What else we got in the chat?
Big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap, and when it pop.